Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We take a look at the 1 hour chart. It was a really slow day. We haven't really seen much movement today. Really quiet, really quiet. So we've seen in the late hours of the trading day a little bit of upside that was pretty much in line with the S&P 500 and the ES futures. So basically the S&P 500 futures, the US market. They also moved up sort of towards the end of the trading day and after close even, and Bitcoin has sort of followed a little bit, but nothing major happening there to the charts, and no support levels broken, no resistance levels broken. Bitcoin continues to move in the range, so we can keep it short, I think. Again, anybody who followed us before and is following us, thanks to all of you, you basically know that our preferred scenario suggests that a fourth wave completed here on the 23rd of January. We're now in that fifth wave that can take us, very broadly speaking, into the area around 58K. 54,360 is, for example, the next main resistance level, and then we can get to 58 roughly, and then maybe even 62 as suggested in the previous video. But first of all, we need to see if the market can break out to the upside, and it should follow this pathway, which is a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. This is the ideal scenario that I would like to see play out. In this third wave, the white wave count, as I said, is the preferred scenario. In this wave 3, we have another 1, 2, 3, and this is now possibly a wave 4. The question is, how low do we go? And then one more high. So that is how I see it, that we're basically in a third wave, but within that third wave, we obviously also have 5 waves. Within that third wave, we're therefore in the fourth wave with one more high to come, possibly to 54K, to be honest. So we're currently dealing with this fourth wave. So we're going to zoom in a minute, talk about that. Before we do that, the idea is that the market ideally in this scenario holds the support region that I defined. There are 3 Fibonacci levels which are normally relevant for a fourth wave: the 23.6 Fib level, the 38.2, and the 50% retracement. So far, they have been holding. We haven't even, we haven't even come close to the most critical one, which is the 50% retracement, because below that level, we are likely dealing with invalidation of this scenario. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, it means that we will have to look for an alternative scenario, which is already on the chart, but we have to just be prepared for it. Doesn't mean I expect it, it's only the alternative, but we have to have a backup plan in case the preferred scenario does not unfold as planned. Okay, so what would that be? It would simply suggest that this fourth wave, which presumably completed on the 23rd of January, never finished and will be reset over here. So it's then just an A, B, C structure, a larger flat structure, but I can really only confirm that if we get that break below the critical support of 47K. This level hasn't changed in a while and stands firm, and the market is just moving in the range. So you can see we have this area of previous swing lows, structural support, basically here around 50,700, 50,800, yeah, sort of that range. And I highlighted to you to really confirm that we are heading down in this C wave. We need to see a break below the weekend low, a decisive break. Well, there's nothing decisive about it, and it didn't even break. So that weekend low is still holding, and the market is just moving in a very tight range. So we need to get that range breakout. If it happens to the upside, that would suggest that wave 5 of the larger third wave is already unfolding towards 54,360. And it would then mean that this fourth wave likely just unfolded as a WXY structure, but it looks fairly unfinished. I would even argue that it's possible that some kind of a triangle pattern is unfolding here, but I don't have any evidence for it at this stage. It's just not contracting enough. Triangles should normally, in most cases, be contracting triangles. So it's just not doing that. So that leaves me still with the 2 options that we are in this C wave to the downside, but then this was not yet the third wave. So it could be that the third, or that this entire C wave to the downside unfolds as an ending diagonal. that would explain why in the third wave of the C wave, we start to see this rally. That is not a reliable pattern at all. Okay, so these patterns, when they don't reach their ideal targets, the third wave should have come down a little lower, for example, then it typically suggests that something different might be going on. So as I said, for example, at WXY, the low might be in. We won't know that until the market breaks decisively above the Tuesday high here around 52,860. Overall, a slow day, so just a little bit of up and down movement. But as I suggested, these sideways corrections, they can be positive for altcoins. Even though today the altcoins have been bleeding a little bit, at least most of them, some have performed still quite well. So yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.